Hello, my name's Heidi Morgan. I have two daughters, and I've also been working in the educational sector with children for 12 years now.
What do your children like playing with?
My youngest daughter likes playing with slime, squishies, and her Xbox. If it's adult led, i.e., I play with her, she'll play board games and build with Lego, and she enjoys doing puzzles as well.
If you were to walk into a toy shop, what would you want your child to buy and why?
I want them to buy something they're actually going to play with, so that it's good value for money, because there's been many a time when we've walked in, bought a toy that's the latest craze, they've played with it for 5 minutes and then it's lost in the back of the bedroom somewhere. So yeah, something that they are going to play with and get good use from.
What safety precautions would you need on a toy?
I would like to see the British EU mark, CE mark, and also the age recommendations on, like on games you get age 0 to 3 or 3 to 7, that sort of thing.
Has a toy ever hurt your child or a child you've taught? If so, how?
Yeah, we had a little battery operated Thomas the Tank Engine, and they took it off the track and the wheels are still going round, and she got all her hair caught up in the wheel, which was still going round, which in the end just pulled it so tight the girl's hair was pulled out and started bleeding.
What is the value of your child making friends through toys to you?
To be honest, it's not particularly high, because generally they're at home, she's at home on her own playing with those toys, so it's not something of high importance when we go and buy it. However, if she's got friends around, I hope she shares when she plays.
What would you like to see in a toy to promote like social interaction?
I would like to see toys that are not so gender based. I think we're going through a huge period at the moment, and have done for quite a few years, where it seems really important to make everything pink. When I grew up, you didn't have this. The boys and the girls had the same toys. So if it was building blocks, bikes, you didn't have pink. You just chose red, blue, green. It was just basic colours, because I just feel it's separating them from playing. I can remember playing with my dolls with my brother, who had like action men, and I just can't imagine that happening nowadays. I think there's too much emphasis on girls' toys being completely different to the boys, even though they might be the same. I think also instructions in various languages is important, and not just instruction pamphlet, actually on the boxes themselves. It always seems to be in English. I think it should be in other languages actually on the products as well.
What else would you like to have improved in toys today?
Quality. I think that's the most. Toys just don't last anymore. The quality is what I don't like in toys. And the pink.
How would you change that? How would you make a product that could change that? Like, what would you do?
I don't know how I could change it personally. But yeah, the quality and definitely the price as well. That's another thing. They're so overpriced for children. And especially if it's pink. If it's pink, it's going to be more expensive, even though it's exactly the same as a blue scooter. A pink scooter is going to cost you more. Personally, I don't know how I would change that.
What do your children dislike about playing with others?
They don't like sharing their toys, and they don't like not winning either.
If you could make your child a toy to promote social interaction, how would you do it?
Oh well, so initially I put down a game that there's no winners and no losers, so we don't have any tantrums and crying. But I also think it's very important to learn these lessons, because you're going to spend the rest of your life, losing or winning. So maybe I think a game where everyone just gets a turn, so a board game or some kind of building game. I also think role play is quite important, and I don't think there's enough on role play, where boys and girls can play together, you know, like doctors, things like that.
And lastly, what do your children dislike about your toys?
When they break, they get upset, because that reflects back to discussing about the quality of products nowadays. Another good one, which has happened regularly, is when the desired effect has not been achieved. So you're watching something on telly, oh, this is what you're getting, and actually it's not what you're getting at all. If they can't do it themselves is another one that gets them upset. And when they can't afford it. So, yep, they get some birthday money and we go into the shop and they haven't got enough money because it's too expensive.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.